What's up, good people? Thank y'all for tuning in. Today we are talking about Dehancer film emulation plugin for your editing process. I'll show you all about that. Pretty dope. But first, I do want to say, like I always do, thank y'all for being some of the realest people. The comments are dope, man. Always y'all rocking with me, man, keeping me honest. Like I said, I'm always gonna hold that to myself, man. So thank y'all. And if you are new here, appreciate you for checking your boy out, man. If you haven't already, go ahead, hit the like, subscribe, follow, notification, whatever you got to do to stay locked in with your boy. But let's talk about Dehancer. Let's get it. All right, first things first, just want to say right off the top of this video, a representative from Dehancer did reach out to me several weeks back and said, hey, could you check out this? Would you like to check out this product that we have? I said yes, and I am doing that right now. But by no means am I obligated to say nice things, right? They did not ask for the video or anything like that. I just want to be transparent with you and let you know it's gonna be real. Don't worry. So let's talk about what Dehancer is. Dehancer is, like I said, a film emulation plugin to make your footage look cinematic and kind of like film-like. And it does a very, very good job. Kind of walk you through some of the basics. A little bit behind the people at Dehancer, they have several people that have like years and decades of work put into the science of getting colors right and research and figuring out how to make this product as good as it can be, so you can rest assured that you got some powerhouses behind you. So just a real brief overview, you could check them out. So let me kind of walk you through, like the first parts of Dehancer. I got video here from my last video that you saw. I'm going to use that, and we'll kind of dissect and go over some of the cool features that Dehancer offers. So without further ado, let's get it. I must say, really like the way this turned out. It was actually better than my old way of using and color grading with the plugin I used to use. So amazing. Can't wait to show you that. I actually have a demo that you're going to be just like mind blown. But let's jump into it here. So you can kind of see here, this is really dope. I'll show you the settings that I'm using as I go through here, which is fantastic. Now, at the top here with Dehancer, you get, by default, it's set to Rec 709, but you saw the really cool thing is that you can choose however you want to have the input selected. So the input that I have selected, you chose camera, and look at the different options that you have. All the big names are all there. And Canon, DJI was probably the one that surprised me. I don't know. To have DJI, let's see what they even have with this. Is pretty cool. They have the Action 2, so all the drones, really dope. But let's go back to Canon. We're going to use that. And here's where my mind started to just go crazy, because they got the R6 Mark II, the R6, R5, so mainly the new R series of cameras. Those profiles already pull. Even the R7 and R8, and I'll explain why they have that and why that's a big deal. But go ahead and choose the Mark II, but even doper, you could choose C-Log 3, BT 2020, 709, or what I always choose, Cinema Gamut, which is really dope. Probably why my footage look different now compared to my old plugin that I did use. Again, I keep saying I'm going to explain it, but I will, because it's amazing. But let's take a look what they got here. So the whole point, it's a film emulation plugin, and you have several different options to choose from here, which is just fantastic amount of things. You look at all these you could choose from. You could just scroll forever, and they have some really cool things. So if you are a film head and you want your video to look like film, you can do it. And I'll show you some of the other features that they have here. You can expand the black point to take the black in, take the black out. You can choose the print, which I like. And now if you think about this logically, the print is after you take the shot, when you want to show it and post it somewhere. If you were using a film camera, you choose the print. And so with this, they have 5 different options for you. I kind of been going through it, and I like the way the Kodak Endura and the 2 Kodaks, maybe I'm just a Kodak person, that's the look that I like. So I'm thinking that's what it is here. So yeah, you can choose from any one of those. You can choose the film grain, which is really cool. If you look here, it just adds a whole bunch of film grain. I have it set to 16 millimeters at 500 ISO because it was pretty bright outside and I shot 16. Obviously I didn't shoot. I didn't have it set there because I don't need the film grain for this video, but if you want to, you can do it. Halation, which is really cool. Halation adds red around the highlights if you want that type of look, kind of like bring out some really cinematic and moody looking feel to your video. I like that a lot. That's an option there. Bloom is really cool. I'm going to show you what bloom looks like in lights because that's what bloom is all about. Here, let's go down here to this video. This section. Yeah, here we go. So let's go down to bloom again so I can show you. I have bloom on. Now watch the lights here. If you watch the lights, as soon as I take bloom off, you can see that the lights kind of go down. And if you think about the bloom is essentially having like a mist filter on your camera lens. But if you don't have a mist filter, you have that here. So you can kind of add that little pop softness to the light. Really cool feature that they added there. Gives that old nostalgic look and feel. And then of course film damage, which is really, I like the film damage. This is fun because if you look, I'm going to hit play, but you can kind of see like, looks like an old timey film. That's pretty dope. And then film breath, gate weave, things that I don't use, but vignetting is pretty cool. Now, I will say the best part about this one, the best one is monitor. I'm going to stop the video here, but monitor is really cool. Now, what monitor is, I'm going to go back to this shot. Monitor is dope because you can actually choose to see the false color or the clipping. And if you've never used false color helps you detect your highlights and see if you're overexposed or underexposed or just right. And I'll walk you through real quickly because that's somebody else can probably explain that a lot better than I can. However, if you're in this pink to green range, you're typically good with your exposure. Red, you're overexposed. Deep purple right here, almost black, you're underexposed. In quick example, the lights, of course, they're overexposed. The highlights overexposed. As we get in, you see it's pink and green. These are exposed pretty well. And my jacket, of course, and me. Anyway, you can see that's the exposure that you have according to the grid there. So pretty cool that they have it in there. If your camera has it, I would suggest that you use it. My Atomos Ninja V has it. I like it. I use it quite often to kind of see, to me, better than the histogram. Sometimes I like using the histogram to see where I'm exposed, overexposed, but having that false color with certain details helps you fine tune a little bit more. So I really like that. But pretty dope what they have here. And when you mix it with other plugins that you might have for, you know, color grade type features, you can really run wild with this program. I like it a whole bunch. But there's some cool features that I want to show you. But before, I do want to show you that before and after. Let's take a look. So if we look here, you'll see I got a 3-panel frame up right now. And I'll kind of walk you left to right. So on the far left here, you have the old way I used to edit without Dehancer and just my old plugins. The middle is with Dehancer, the video that you saw. And then the last one is just me kind of playing around with Dehancers, other things. We're really focused on these first two, but look at the green that is in the video here in my original way of doing it. And then look how washed out I look. I don't know if it's because of the fact that I was able to choose cinema color gamut. I don't know, or if it was just that fine-tuned to the camera. But whatever the case may be, Dehancer really got it right. And you can tell by the way the highlights are in the background right here. That grass is like yellowish green, not green green. It's freezing here in Chicago, so no grass is green. But the warmth in the picture in my khakis are nice. The subtle pink, because that was not a deep pink shirt, it was subtle pink. You can kind of see it, not kind of white and washed out like it is here, but the walls here green. The tile, the concrete of the tunnel is kind of has a green hue instead of the warmth here. So really cool. That was a dope example. So if you ask me, am I going to be using this? Yeah. Short answer, yeah. Dehancer offers a few different options for the different packages based on what you want. And yes, to answer a couple questions, it does fit almost every major video editing software. I'm using Final Cut, DaVinci, Premiere Pro. Whatever you use, you'll be able to use the plugin, and you can just download the one according to you want. Also, there's different tiers on the packages based on what you want. If you just want the bloom, or if you want subtle things, you can choose that. If you want their pro package, which I've been using the pro package, you can definitely choose that. They have lifetime options, they have month options, yearly, dope options for you to choose from. Another option that they have is they actually have the option on your iPhone or Android if you'd like to edit and do a lot of the same things on the computer, on your phone. You could definitely do that. I'll show you an example here. Let me go ahead and go to the Dehancer app, and it's pretty simple and intuitive. You choose whatever you want to choose, and you can see all the fun videos. I told you I have a podcast about history and food, but nonetheless, we'll choose this dope picture that I saw in my house. It's a chessboard. I don't play chess, but this was a pretty cool centerpiece. We have it in the house. It's dope. I love it. So nonetheless, you'll see a few things here, kind of walk you through. You see Dehancer in the middle as a watermark. Didn't pay for the program yet, but if you pay for it, that won't be there. And then the interface is pretty simple. It keeps your last edits. You can see that I was kind of playing with it already. She said, you can see down here at the bottom that they have different little options there for sharing, but we're going to go to edit, and sorry, Xbox. My friend is on Xbox now. But you can pretty much do the same thing. You see how you can choose the kind of paper you want. On the bottom here, you can expand. You have the different options still to, grade how you want to. If I go to, let me go to developer, you see how you can change the different settings here, but films is what I want to be in. Films is what I want to be in. Check this out. You could choose whatever look that you want. Dope. You can even narrow it down by, the style, your favorites, the style, color, style, whatever may be the case. So if that is to your heart's desire, you can have it on your phone. Dehancer, video and pictures as well, which is really dope. I think if you're on the mobile use, if that's your thing, you go ahead and you can do that through your heart's desire. You pay for it through the app. So pretty cool. Speaking of pay, you have your different options to pay and choose whatever package. If you like this, which I highly recommend because I've used it and it already changed my video. I think as a new user, pretty dope. Again, I don't want to sound like I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, but that green, when I saw that, I was like, holy cow, like why? It's amazing what the eye can see. Anyway, I digress again. If you like this, go ahead and choose it. But if you choose it, use the link that I have. You can use code Dario and get 10% off of any one of the packages. It helps me, it helps you, and you get to edit like that. The only thing it doesn't work on is the Android and the phone app, Apple iPhone. So you can't do that. So other things you could definitely do. So final verdict, I like it. I think you will like it too. Pretty fun product, So try it out if you want to. I believe they have like a 7-day trial that you can play around with it and see how you like it. And I'd suggest that because if you are looking to make your films and elevate them higher, this is one way to do it. So that's my final take. And now for some good vibes. Hey, I just want to tell you yet again, I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, man. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and rocking with me. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe, like, follow button. That helps me out. Also, leave a comment. How you like the video, how you like Dehancer, how you like everything going on. If you just want to say hi, go ahead and do that. But also, nobody has told you, I'm going to tell you, I love you, I appreciate you. I hope your 2024 is off to a great start. We already in February. And I love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I will see you in the next video. Peace.